Good evening, everyone. Pleasure to have you here tonight. A very sad day today, of course, 9/11. And for a moment, I wanted to have a moment of silence in respect for the heroes of that particular day. All right, we're ready to start our regular meeting of September 11, 2024, in-person meeting. We will do roll call now. Robert?
Robert McCarthy.
Richard Antonetti.
David Genetti.
Richard Rossi.
Carmine Verno.
Appoint someone.
I am going to appoint Carmine Verno as a full-time member for Jamie Hobart. Okay, let's move forward. Public participation. Is there anyone who would like to speak? Please come to the mics at the table there. Make sure the light is on. And state your name and address, please.
I think this mic is on.
Oh, both of them are.
Allison Finley, 49 Seminole Road in Watertown, Connecticut.
And Josie John, 41 Cayuga Road, Watertown, Connecticut.
Yes, lady.
Okay. So we're here because I live up in Lake Winnemog, and our bus stop on the corner of Artillery and Hamilton Road is pretty dangerous for our kids and even for us as adults, because there is no safe way to park to get our kids on the bus and off the bus. There's only the road, so we have to park either on the embankments, half on, half off. There has been some complaints that the PD has made us aware of, and we're trying to work with them. But there really is no solution. There's no place for us to park safely. Even if we park on one side of the road, when you have 10, 15 cars doing drop-offs in the morning, so now we're parked halfway down the road, we're gonna hold up the bus to get the kids on the bus, so we're holding up traffic. Winter's coming, it's icy, snowy, rainy. There's no signage for the bus stop. People, I'm going to say purposely, blow through that stop sign, through that intersection. It's not safe. We've had cars, when the bus is fully stopped, just go right around the bus. And it's dangerous to get our kids on and off the bus there. And even with the police patrolling there, they still go through the stop sign. So we have concerns. We understand other people have concerns that cars are blocking the road. But we're just trying to get our kids to school. That's their right, to get to school safely and get home from school safely. So that's what we're here advocating for today.
Have you talked to the police department on this issue? With the chief? Chief, do you have some comment?
So we did just receive the complaints from the citizens that the roads were getting blocked up during the bus stop periods, both in the morning and the evening, just within the past week. And we're kind of still in the evaluation phase right now about what the appropriate measures are. We've been sending patrol officers there during bus stop periods for the past probably 2 or 3 days. Mm-hmm. But really, we haven't determined yet what the appropriate course of action is going to be. We're still working that out. So I believe some of the officers said it would be best for you to come to the police commission meeting and voice your concerns.
Well, first he said that it was closed meeting, and then I called the town hall.
Town hall, yeah.
And they said that we could come.
Oh, definitely.
But the officers have been there, but they didn't stay for the full duration, which I think would be beneficial for them to truly sit there for the full 40 minutes that the parents are down there waiting for the bus, because the buses come, they fluctuate in time. Sometimes they're there at 3:45, sometimes they're there at 4:20. So it depends on the day, but for them to truly get the full picture, it'd be beneficial to have an officer there for a day or two to really see what's happening down there.
How many children are involved with the transportation on the bus?
There's at least 8 or 9 families from my neighborhood, I can't account for the families that are further down on that road.
On Flint Lock
I
and
know,
Artillery.
yeah, and I know that there's a few families of special needs children that have special transportation, which is very concerning as well for their safety.
Is it a legally widthwise road, or is it a country road? I'm not familiar with the road itself. I will take a ride over.
Artillery is a legal width-rise road. Once you go into Winnemucca Estates, it's not. Once you take the right into Lake Winnemucca Estates, it's narrower. But Artillery is wide enough as you've got 2 lanes of traffic.
So with cars parked on the side of the road, other traffic would still have to wait if the bus has its flashing lights on?
They do, but the parents queue up ahead of time before the kids get there, but they do try to pull off as much as they can. I don't usually have trouble getting in past the traffic when I go there, but I do see if it was a larger vehicle, they may. But I'm thinking if it was signed better so that we don't have people blowing stop signs, parents wouldn't be quite so concerned about their children being struck in the road, which is, I mean, very likely the way these people proceed at that, because it's a funky intersection. You've got 4 stop signs, but the Artillery and Artillery don't match up. So it's a very odd, I mean, if they painted a crosswalk, put a school bus stop sign, and I think also if the police were there to stop some of these people a few times, people would slow down going through that because they don't even tap their brakes. They just fly right through it. Tonight when we were coming here, 2 cars had to go by us before we could actually get out of Artillery onto Hamilton.
They didn't even stop.
They didn't stop.
And there's no crossing officer there either?
No.
No.
Because it's not a school. So.
Okay.
If I may, through the chair?
Yes, Chief.
We're going to get your contact information in a moment and follow up with you tomorrow to try to get some more information from you. But is it true that the buses don't go up into Lake Winnemucca Estates? So
That is true.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a pretty large development there and a lot of children.
There's 90 homes in there.
90 homes that all use that bus stop right there.
Yes.
And I did call the education department, the superintendent's office today, because it is a transportation issue, right, to get the kids to school. And I believe I spoke to the secretary, and she was going to call the bus company tomorrow, she said. I'm not sure who delegates where the bus stops are, or but that is something that, the
Is there
town should look
anything
into.
different about this year than in past years?
There's more families.
There are more.
We've got a bumper crop of kids this year.
Mr. Chair, through you,
Yes.
if I may ask, it's Allison and Josie, correct?
Yes.
The bus stops on, the bus is traveling on Hamilton Road, correct?
Yes.
And then stops where to pick up your children?
Artillery.
Artillery.
At the intersection?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, probably not the best place for a bus stop.
Yep. And we understand, I know buses are not supposed to, reverse with children on them, so it's tough, for him to, where they would pick up with such a large bus. But it's something that I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because you've been in the neighborhood longer, they used to pick up at the mailboxes in our,
No, they used to go down to the beach.
to the beach area.
Yep.
And pick up.
So when did they stop going down to the beach? What year?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. It was prior to me getting there, and I've been there since 2005.
Okay. Thank you. And we, by the way, we always have open meetings.
Okay.
The
Oh,
Police
okay.
Commission, I think perhaps the confusion was part of our meeting is closed. Today we'll be going into executive session.
Oh, that's
But
probably what he
Oh,
meant.
okay. Yeah.
every month, any member of the public can show up and speak
Express their
during
opinion.
public participation. So
And
just
we-
so you're aware of that.
Thank you. And we just, like you said, we just want to work together so that we can get a solution that works for everybody.
Well, I do feel the chief now is fully aware of it. I'm sure it will be addressed, and hopefully we can find a solution. So you can be assured that it's going to be worked on.
No,
Thank
we have
you.
a great police department, so.
Right,
Yeah.
we do. Any other questions from members?
Do they know how many children are involved with this?
Well,
Probably more than 20, right?
yeah, I mean, I have 3 from my household alone, and then, yeah, I'd say probably 20.
About 20. And
But-
how many buses come up that way?
So we have kids in our neighborhood at every school in the
So
district.
so they're on elementary, middle.
Middle and high school.
High school.
Yep.
right, yeah.
Yep.
So is it only in dismissal time, or what about pickup time?
I'd say both. I think
Both.
I think the biggest issue is with the John Trumbull bus more than the middle and high school bus, because there's more elementary kids. Or Judson, they have a different bus. There's quite a few for Judson too. But John Trumbull's the,
When the bus comes up to unload the children in the afternoon, are the lights flashing?
yes, always. It's not our bus driver's amazing.
No, yeah.
Bus driver Rich, he's great. It's not him, it's the people driving.
It's the traffic on the road. I mean, it's like there's a prize to get through that stop area. It's ridiculous.
We're fortunate tonight, we have a school board member here, John Gavalis, and he will be, I'm sure, totally aware, and I'm sure he will too express his views to the superintendent.
I appreciate that.
So your voices are being heard, Police Department, Board of Ed, and the Police Commission. And we will work hard to solve a problem, especially in terms of safety for the children. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you
Thank
guys for
you.
your time. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, we can move ahead. We do have to have a motion, I believe, on the August 14th meeting, 2024. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for the August 14th, 2024 regular meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
And seconded by, Ron, you're not a member, so.
Okay. I'll second it, Robert McCarthy.
Seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, motion is carried unanimously. There is no communications here, correspondence. We will now go into a special session. No new business.
Mr. Chair, did we close public participation?
We just move on.
Okay.
There are
I
none.
think we may have,
Oh, I'm sorry.
we may have missed.
Oh, okay. Please come forward. Sorry I missed you. State your name and address, please. There's a mic that's lit.
Magic. Al Mickle, 95 Woodbine Avenue. I noticed on the agenda that you're going into an executive session. Usually it tells the public what topics you're going to discuss and why it needs an executive session. So before you go into executive session, if you could explain that to me, I'll be very happy. Thank you.
Mr. Mickle, the original agenda that went out failed to disclose that, and it was quickly corrected and reposted.
I got the first one.
Oh, the executive session is for school safety. Okay?
There might be information that she doesn't want to share with the public.
And we have some information that we will not be sharing with the public. Is that clear? Tonight, we can go into our executive special session. I am going to have from the Board of Education, John Gavalis is a member of the board, and also from the town council, I am having Mary Ann Rosa. They can attend.
And the other man is from the town council, isn't he going to attend?
Herman DeCina.
Mr. DeCina?
No. And that will be it.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to move into executive session and to invite both the chief and deputy chief and town council members, Mary Ann Rosa and John Gavalis.
Second.
And the motion has been made.
Is Mr. DeCina invited to the, okay. It's been made and seconded.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, the motion is carried unanimously. We will go into executive session, please.
Recording stopped.
I'll meet you at the end.